4. Oh, sorry. I thought that was you. Oh God, what's going on? Generally, what is going on? Yes. Are you ready, Michael? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I can't see anything out of these glasses. They were made for a 4-year-old. It's ridiculous. Yeah, no, that was brilliant, wasn't it? So, are we ready for our final act of this half? Okay, please put your hands together, and then open them again, and then close them again, and then repeat that motion, but faster. And then maybe put some cheering. And please welcome to the stage Michael Clarkinson and the Disease.
I am Michael Clarkinson and the Disease. Thank you very much for having me here tonight. Tonight I will be taking you on a sonic journey through a number of poems and songs that I've written. First, I'd like to give you a bit of insight about the artist behind the music. My name is Michael Clarkinson, and this is my disease. And I have a girlfriend who, we're very much in love. I don't know what I'd do if she ever left me. She's everything to me. And in fact, I'm going to get a bit sentimental now, everyone. Yeah, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, but she's very precious to me. And I do make a point to actually always keep a little photograph of my wallet inside my girlfriend, so that there's a little part of me inside of her wherever she goes. I'm joking, of course. I don't have a girlfriend. She left me 45 minutes ago. So, and in fact, this first song is about that. It's about experience. It's about that sense of loss and isolation. And it's about the woman. It's about the woman who left me. This is about her. This is about Kasha. Do bear with me. Please do not be tempted to talk amongst yourselves. Oh, Kasha. The higher our love grew, the more it began to falter, like a tape measure. And my penis, admittedly. Oh, Kesha. We used to do it from more angles than MC Escher. It was my pleasure to call you my treasure. But I guess our love just couldn't take the pressure. She said she enjoyed having rooms filled with piles of spare outfits. So I thought she'd enjoy our trip to Auschwitz. Oh, Kesha! The nights of passion were replaced with nights of Scrabble. You'd sit there and ask me, oh, how do you spell phonetically? And I'd go, as it sounds, and you go, are you trying to be funny? And I'd say, yes. Sorry. And things would be uncomfortable for a while. You go off and text Flow Rider. And I'd say, do you have any idea how much it costs to send a text from Norwich to Florida? And she'd go, oh, all we ever care about is money. I'd say, well, all I ever care about is money. You've got a bloody $sign stamped in the middle of your name. You literally have a symbol of capitalism stamped over your very identity. Don't talk to me like that, please. But tick-tock went the biological clock, and soon Kesha desired for a son to be conceived in wedlock. to continue her legacy of singing about frocks and cocks. And I said, whoa, Kesha, I just can't take this pressure. She said, you've already used that rhyme. And I said, well, it's a bit more appropriate now, don't you think? But eventually we stopped our fighting, and I said, Kesha, what can I do to make this better? She said, now that we've stopped our fighting, she'd enjoy a steamy shower session. So I thought she'd enjoy another trip to Auschwitz. And then she left me. Thank you very much. I think my father would be very proud of me if he could see me now. He was always very keen for me to be a very musical child. I remember, every Sunday he'd say, son, I want you to go up to the attic, get the guitar and jam. And he'd then smear the jam all over the acoustic guitar if I'd failed to learn that week's, chord progression. He was very sincere about that. But I think hopefully he'll be very proud of me now. And I'm quite a dab hand at the old the Casio keyboard. And just like the back of my father's hand. This song's called Animals. Shipwrecks, filled with hammerhead sharks. But despite their tool-shaped heads, they never do any DIY to improve their living conditions. Are they selfish? Perhaps. Or are they simply very poor at making eye contact and therefore unable to be good at teamwork, a crucial aspect of home improvement? Are you a man or a mouse? Unable to respond, Mickey Mouse ran away. He is both a hybrid of the two and a coward.
At what point does a baby bird become a baby bird and stop being an elderly egg?
Oh, Duracell bunny, what are you running from? Why'd you never give me deep throat, you ugly bitch? Said the zebra to his unattractive wife. He then began to have an affair with the giraffe. A cricket's mobile phone goes off. He does not feel it. He is always vibrating. As a result, his whole family perish in a house fire. Thank you. Are we all drinking tonight? Thank you. Yeah, I think it's important to drink. It's very important to drink. Then again, I come from quite a large family of drinkers. I remember even as a young child, I used to take my dad's thick glasses on and stumble around the house pretending to be drunk. Not because they changed my vision anyway, my dad was just always drunk, so it seemed the appropriate thing to do. I remember this one time, we were on a family drive to Rottingdean, and he was drunk behind the wheel, but he'd had a hard week at work, so it was acceptable, I suppose. However, he got stopped in the end. He was seeing double so much that all the road signs he thought said 60 miles an hour actually said 30 miles an hour, so we all had a good laugh about that. This poem's called Tupperware. Tupperware, are you? Tupper, where are you hiding? Tupper, where have you got to this time? Tupper, why do you hide from me? Tupper, why do you cower in the darkness? Tupper, why did she leave me? Tupper, how do you work the microwave? Tupper, how do you work the kettle? Tupper, how did it come to this? Supper, where are you? In Tupperware, are you? Cold bolognese for one. I had that yesterday. What a treat. Underwear? Underwear? Under there? Under the drawing room chair? Not yours, but that's her hair. It seems she was having an affair. That hardly seems a fair way to treat a man who spent all that money on those Stratford-upon-Avon Sea Life Centre tickets for your birthday. Tupper wearing me down. Tupper losing control. Tupper spiralling into perpetual self-disgust. If only our love could have been kept safe. If only I could have held on to your care, kept it safe, kept it fresh. If only I'd been like Tupperware. At least I still have that severed fingers of yours. Hasn't gone mouldy yet. So, has anyone ever wondered if anyone ever wrote back to the letters of St. Paul? Well, I have. And I'm going to rap to you about that now for 4 minutes. With the beautiful aid of Sophie Greenham here, my disease. Please, do come on stage. Let's give her a round of applause. Do you have anything you'd like to say, Sophie?
No.
Let's go.
St. Paul sits and wonders why he gets no replies at all. And as he looks down at his doorstep, the tears begin to fall. Not even from the Thessalonians, Romans or Corinthians. He picks up his pen and his pocket pad. He looks so sad.
Dear Corinth, I wrote you but received no reply. I sent you a letter last month and 2 more last July. I just hope this time you remember to write me back, just like rappers must remember when they're going away. 2-pack. I bet you listen to his ghetto gospel, why not mine? I don't mean to whine here, but we are talking here about the divine. God's just sublime. You know it can turn water into wine? He forbids having a shave, but having a slave is just fine. Plus to help you get a higher raise, just as long as one prays. But he won't stop heartbreak or earthquakes or AIDS or clashing blades in crusades, all the go compare, man. Just take the Holy Ghost inside you like a hungry Pac-Man, and that's just that, man. God works in mysterious ways, sort of like the hedge trimmer of the Windsor Legoland maze. Anyway, I really hope that thou gets this letter, man, so write me back for just a chat, because just remember, God knows all, this is Paul.
Sits and wonders why he gets no replies at all. And as he looks down at his doorstep, the tears begin to fall. Not even from the Thessalonians, Romans or Corinthians. He picks up his pen and his pocket pad. He looks so sad.
Dear Corinth, I'm still yet getting a reply from you. And quite frankly, I'm finding your behaviour rather rude. Just for you who wrote my letters in Greek and not Hebrew. I must just not be making God's grace clear enough to all of you. His omniscience is even greater than that of Wikipedia. And his flow so sick it will bring you all to bulimia. God's 100 times as tough as Dr. Dre and Eminem, with a sweet yet hard outer shell, just like Eminem. You may think that this is nothing but just a string of oxymorons, but please do not be deceived, sir, for I am not a moron. I've got the love of the Lord right deep here inside of me. sodomy. Oh, which brings me neatly on to my next topic, sodomy. Sex of the same sex is just backwards and insane, and when something is backwards, well, it just simply is not the same. Even though the word sex is in fact a palindrome, and straight and gay love is just the same, I'll still continue to moan. Listen, as I lay down these homophobic homophones, gay men had better alter if they're ever to step onto an altar. I also hear that one of you is about to have a daughter. You really ought to save her soul, and to do so, just add water. All the times the Romans are born, just think of the font. Baptise them there, ignore Voltaire, what more could you want? Thou hast to write me back. This is your one chance for salvation. Sincerely, Paul. P.S. Also, no pre-marriage cohabitation.
St. Paul sits and wonders why he gets no replies at all. And as he looks down at his doorstep, the tears begin to fall. Not even from the Thessalonians, Romans or Corinthians. He picks up his pen and his pocket pad. He looks so sad.
Dear mister, I'm too secular to give a shit about what you say. This will be the last letter that I ever send your way. Just a short and simple write back, would have sufficed. I mean, all I'm doing here is trying to spread the word and love of Christ. The way that thou denies me response is just plain whack. Just as you deny the resurrection where baby Jesus got back. By the will of God, like Snoop Dogg, you shall all be stoned. Like a woman should be by a man, you'll all be well and truly owned. Then at the gates of heaven, where St. Peter is the doorman, he's going to get all up in your grill. All up in your George Foreman. He'll break it down for you. Just like the Tower of Babel, you try to hide your evil actions, but like Cain, you're just not able. I find insubordination your humiliation of God's incarnation. Hope your denunciation of creation brings a privation of salvation. I hope your negation of revelation is an instigation of your damnation. You pricks. As I write, I sit here in prison for the third time for a crime I committed more times than my use of internal rhyme. I was spreading Deuteronomy, but now, dude, they're onto me. They've seen the bowels of hell, and I don't mean a bad colonoscopy, for refusing to stop enforcing the love of Jesus Christ. In seconds I'll be beheaded and have my righteous head sliced. See you in hell, you bunch of... Oh, fuck, paper cut. This is the worst pain ever. Oh, yeah. Fuck.
St. Paul sits and wonders why he gets no replies at all. And as he looks down at his doorstep, the tears begin to fall. Not even from the Thessalonians, Romans or Corinthians. He picks up his pen and his pocket pad. He looks so sad.
Dear Paul, we here in Corinth are sorry for our late reply, but lately we've had even less time than Marty McFly. Quite frankly, it's the busiest week since Genesis. Everybody here's still busy, even Dennis is. We'd simply hate to become some form of wicked nemesis or cause a heated reaction, just like the process of electrolysis. But you say we're all equal when all is said and done, yet a priest counts for one and a nun counts for none. You say that God is selfless and loves every one of his kin, yet almost each and every hymn seems to be all about him. Your fear and anger seem to deny anything hedonic. The fact that your faith can inspire such hate seems to be ironic, like a depressed person called Larry who works as a clown, or a book about the laws of gravity that you just can't put down. He who's nothing personal, faith is precious but personal. He who forces faith onto others is the real criminal. That's for me real blasphemy, telling others what to believe. Oh, just the other day because of it, somebody else had been aggrieved. He was beheaded just for not giving up his own religious view. Come to think about it, his name was... It was you. Damn. Well, we've all learnt a lot tonight. Thank you very much. I've been Michael Clarkinson. You've been my disease all along. Thank you very much. As our metaphorical spaceship battles ever closer to the sun, I bid you good night. Good night.
Michael Clarke to the stage, everybody! Wow, what an amazing first half there was everything, didn't it? But we've got even more in the second half. You need to stick around because we have a comic from America. We have a comic from the north. And we have a comic with no hair. So you've got to stick around for that. Yeah, so we're going to take a 10-15 minute break and then we'll see you back here. Good night. Well, no. See you later.